mind who has observed this commission for the last 8 years that we are writing a new chapter. This agency was plagued by waste, fraud, abuse, and mismanagement. It's not my hunch. It's the audits that this commission initiated. However, as I mentioned earlier, $47 million. 5-day exercise, we found $47 million. The image of this agency has been wounded and suffers mistrust, regardless what I or any other commissioner or the general manager discusses in public forum, neighborhood council, and the public at large. So I'm of the opinion that to repair that image, you need an independent third party. Now, I'm aware also that the council has under consideration a third party too. Some, we call it Ratepayer, Ombudsman, Inspector General, and I wouldn't want to step on anybody's agenda, but there's no doubt in my mind that today it's history for the department, and whether we're going to call him Ratepayer, Ombudsman, Inspector General, there would be a third party, independent of management, of the commission, of the council, without conflict of interest, to call a spade, review our rates, review our costs. And therefore, I make a motion that an ad hoc committee consisting of Commissioner Ramirez as chair and Wally Knox work with staff, develop recommendations that will go before the City Council Committee, Energy and Environment. That's my motion.
May I ask a question? Is this the appropriate time for the public to address this matter?
Yes.
Well, let me address myself too. There's a second motion which is noticed that I would request that the President not move on to, and that is with regard to the identification of particular people to serve as an advisory board to this committee on the assumption that this motion passes. And my request to the President would be not to pursue that second motion if the first motion passes, for the simple reason that there are a host of other people who are interested in this issue. And if we're going to take the step of establishing a board committee, let the committee make the invitations, let the committee invite in the wider public to that discussion. So that's my request to the President before we proceed to a vote on the first motion.
I accept that recommendation.
May I make an inquiry as to the first motion?
Yeah.
My question is, if we know that there is a City Council committee that is seen fit to take some jurisdiction over this already, do we want to defer this until we see what they do? And or do we want, let me just finish this. Or do we want to redirect the committee that you're establishing to work with them, as opposed to taking two separate unilateral steps? Either one would be okay with me. I just would hate to see our committee going in one direction, their committee going in another direction, and then there being some kind of clash.
And that's why I modify motion that our committee, working with staff, makes recommendations to the council committee. Because the council committee requested the department to come with recommendations. But I believe that such is an important and critical aspect of this department that the commissioners for a change be involved.
No, I'm fine with that. I didn't understand that. I think it's a recorded motion.
Okay, so there's a motion.
I also have just a question for purposes of clarification. Is my understanding correct that the committee is going to make recommendations both as to the propriety of establishing a ratepayer avenue, or is it presupposed that that is going to happen? I would suggest that we do the former, since I do know that there are going to be certain legal issues that will need to be taken into consideration.
Commissioner, that's why your committee, you're the chair, and you will get the motion of the Energy Environment Committee, what they requested from the department. And you have that all. What the commission, the city council requested from the department. The only thing I'm doing here is bringing the commission to the recommendations.
Can we have speakers be heard on this item before it's voted on?
Let's see first, if you have a second.
I'll second that motion.